don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Still gotta. I still gotta. You must be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind to hit you with a Could you get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is tied. And good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Patriots, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last. For them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turn it into
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On play action, now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down and 2. But you look at this Patriots defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
In motion right is Wilson. On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Now Rodgers, off play action. Open man is Uzama. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jets at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Open man here is Conklin. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Cook is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Off play action. Jones. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have regained the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On the counter, it's Stevenson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They had a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. That is caught by Butte. Touchdown, Patriots. Kayshon Butte. His second touchdown on the season. And the Pats are able to extend their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Rodgers. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They fake the give. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Jones off the play fake. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Jets will take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Cook again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game. And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Cook, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, 88.
Rodgers going to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. throw here out of the gun. He's got his man, Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one hits at the run, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Rodgers wants to change the look. Rodgers now. Off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards to pick up there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Cook has it left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
In motion goes the tight end. Up the middle, it's Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, Cook. And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here it is, 4th and goal.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
their own 19-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That's caught by Wilson. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get separate plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind them. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Jones. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he'll have a quick 1st down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
The Dolphins surprisingly didn't use Gesicki as much in the passing game as expected last year. But now he gets to make them question that twice a year after signing with the Patriots as a free agent. He fits New England really well and gets them a first down.
Here's Jones. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Jones. And this one is incomplete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Well, they only need about a half a foot. It's overtime, but they're back in their own territory.
And you know those decision makers that are battling inside the head coach's mind right now? One saying, hey, offense is pretty good. Other one saying, no, rely on your defense. That's what you've got to decide in this situation. Where do you have the confidence? That determines what you're going to do.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Running for it. Here's Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Up the middle. And it's a fumble. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here we go. Get set. Here we go. 11.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer. Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. They go to Elliott again. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it was almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for the Pats, it's back-to-back victories now after...
it off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We don't switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybach, lay back, matte black. Just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with a life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Sometimes my feelings are flying high. Sometimes I can even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
Look, I'm out of space, I'm on Apollo. Got a bag on me just like I hit the lotto. Head to gonna roll like Sleepy Hollow. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll.
Who it be? Ain't a king of me. Now they acting wild. I'm a cheat. Way they blessing me. Step up on the style. All this beef is a friend of me. That's how I get down. See me toting with a smile. Take a dose, I wet you down. Hit the stage, burn it down. Reach Nirvana in the crowd. Used to serve it in your town. Like a pitcher on the mound. Putting it work for 100 racks. Put in the stack, get another bag. I got the strength of 100 men. Devoted to prowling and punishing.
Look, I'm out of space, I'm on Apollo. Got a bag on me just like I hit the lotto. Heads are gonna roll like Sleepy Hollow. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll.
100 mentions dancing on my wall. Diss me and I don't see your response. Focus on the commas, not the call. I deposit, I do not withdraw.
All these heads are gonna roll. All these heads are gonna roll. Look, I'm out of space, I'm on Apollo. Got a bag on me just like I hit the lotto. Heads are gonna roll like Sleepy Hollow. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's speeches. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My